Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Bitcoin at number 1, followed by Ethereum, BNB, Sol, XRP, Toncoin, DOGE, and then we'll end with ADA at number 10. Let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USD. We are... Okay, so we closed the week, if you look very carefully, with a hammer. So we had a hammer over here, marking the end of a potential wave A. A, B, C, D, E. So the hammer came over here. Ta-da! We got a hammer over here, so it's a weekly hammer, which is good. If you were to go back into history, right, go back far into history, you see a hammer over here, and then bam, this is what happens. Hammer over here, bam, this is what happens. We don't expect the low to be taken out, unless of course we switch trends, right? Right now we're still in a bullish trend. On the daily, you will see that we are still above the skinny pink line, so we shall remain with our bullish bias for BTC and accept this weekly hammer, although it's a red one. I would prefer the hammer to be green, but hey, I'll take a red. I will take a red hammer. Let's put a... Yeah. Okay. A red hammer is a red hammer. I'll still take it nevertheless, because hammer means that there was buying pressure. If you were to look back, let's say we go to the daily. If you were to look back at the previous months, weeks, you'll see that every time when it drops, it gets pushed back up, which is signified by the wicks. See, these wicks means there is buying. The price was pulled down, but eventually was pushed back up. Pull down, push back up, push back up, push back up, pull down, push back up. Basically, that's what a hammer tells you. When the price was pulled down, it was pushed back up with buying pressure. So there is significant buying pressure every time there is a sell off. Although it's a small one, still there is buying pressure. Again, buying pressure is also seen in the charts. Right? The charts tell you everything. Anyway, moving on to the daily, it's just not that obvious, right? If you were to even zoom to the, let's say, 15 minutes, right, you still wouldn't be able to see it as obviously, right? And the best thing is to wait for confirmation, and it has already come in the shape of a red weekly hammer. I still don't expect these lows to be taken out. I still expect this to be a consolidation to result in a push higher, right, towards 90k. I only have 90k. At the moment, although we have beyond 90k, beyond 100, but we'll talk about 90k first. I suspect there is also that possibility that the whales may be pushing Bitcoin into a consolidation phase all the way to the presidential elections. So once the results are announced, and let's say a crypto-friendly president is announced as the winner, then yeah, things might start flying from there. Something like that. So again, we're still not entirely sure. All we know is that we don't expect these lows to be taken out. We saw this as a weekly, although it's a red hammer. And yeah, the higher the time frames, the more powerful the chart pattern is. So in this case, I would expect Bitcoin to not take this low. We might still clear these lows though. There could still be well shenanigans before we start reversing. So yeah, but anyway, we're expecting consolidation within the boundaries of this resistance and support. Right, so it could be like that, and then suddenly bam, and then suddenly bam again, and bam, bam, something like that. So yeah, but Bitcoin is still in a bullish trend. As long as we're above the skinny pink line on the daily, I will still assume that the trend is still bullish, and there's still more upside to come, and there's still buying pressure coming in. So we are aware that potentially we could see recovery towards the upside. But of course, no guarantees. Things can also go wrong. And if and when things go wrong, we will cross that bridge. Ethereum against BTC. Here we are for Ethereum. Ethereum is marking around the skinny pink line, right? You might think that, hey, this could be a wave 1, we get a wave 2, we go up for a wave 3, and then we get a 4, and then a 5. This will be awesome. This will be absolutely awesome. Will we do something like this? Again, we're not too sure. Over here, right, if you go back all the way to March, you will see that, hey, there is a consolidation over here, right? Looks something like a symmetrical. Something like that, right? A, B, C, D, E, out! Let's go! Yeah, but we didn't do that, right? You might think that over here as well, we could do a 1, whole thing's a 2, get up for a 3, 4, 5. Something like that. A wave 2 over here, and then a wave 4 over here. But we didn't get it. So, yeah, typical wheel shenanigans. Again, could this be the same as this? We're not too sure ourselves. We are not too sure of ourselves. So yeah, even if we got something like an ABCD, things can also go wrong as well, right? The true confirmation is when we break the skinny pink line, we consolidate above it, and we continue higher. Now that's a true confirmation. This is nothing yet. So we're still under the skinny pink line. Trend is still bearish, but we're anticipating a reversal eventually for BTC. ETH against USD, it's looking pretty good. We're anticipating the possibility of a symmetrical triangle over here, right? A, B, C, D, E. The only question is, where is the bottom of C? Is this the bottom of C? Could we still go a little bit lower first before heading higher? We could, right? Again, no guarantees, no guarantees. Could there be some whale shenanigans? Maybe we clear the lows over here first, right? What's the low here? 3,047. Maybe you drop to 3,047 first. Another $400 towards the downside before heading higher. It's possible, right? We're still above the skinny pink line. So the trend is still bullish for Ethereum. We're still expecting big things for Ethereum. But we're also aware that things can go wrong in the sense that because for Bitcoin, the consolidation for Bitcoin is actually above the highs. I mean, if you go back to Bitcoin, if you look at it, we're above the highs, right? For Ethereum, we are not above the highs. We are still under it. So there is that possibility that Ethereum could still come back down for a C. A gigantic A, B, C, D, E. Something like that, right? We could do something like this. It's possible. But again, we're not entirely sure. If we see a bullish continuation chart pattern, we're just going to continue with our bullish bias. We're also above the skinny pink line. So the trend is still bullish for Ethereum. And we're still hoping to see a clear, obvious signal for a bullish reversal. It's not complete yet, so this may not be the bottom. There could still be another zip lower before we head higher. Something like that. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. BNB, BTC is clearly above the skinny pink line. If you look very closely over here, this is what BNB is, right? We're already above the skinny pink line. This is confirmation, right? For Ethereum, we actually zip lower. For BNB, we actually zipped higher. Note the difference. Above the skinny pink line, that's it. Bullish bias. Expecting more upside. So we're kind of slowing down, consolidating in and out and up and down, and eventually we're anticipating it to continue higher. That's our take for BNB BTC. Yeah, but of course, you can also go back in history, right? And you can also point out to a time where we broke above the skinny pink line. There was a consolidation. Then this was 2020. This could be the black swan, I think. No, okay, probably it's not. But anyway, there was a drop that came under the skinny pink line before rising higher. Something like this could happen for BNB BTC, right? We are above the skinny pink line. We went above the skinny pink line. Consolidated a little while. Consolidating a little while. Zip lower. We could also see another zip lower. And after that, poof, right? Wow. Okay, something like that. Again, we're not entirely sure. So yeah, as long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with a bullish bias for BNB BTC. Against USD, yeah, we were anticipating just straight up for BNB, but nope. As soon as we rose, we came back down. So here we are. We've already invalidated the ascending triangle. Value 1, value 2, value 3, up. Now you're down. That's it. Invalidated. And we're turning into something else. What are we turning into? Not too sure. Are we above the skinny pink line? Yes. Is the trend still bullish? Yes. Could this turn bearish? Yes, it could. Again, we might get a head and shoulders. Still, we're above the skinny pink line. Still, we're in a bullish trend. We still remain with our bullish bias. But like we were saying, we might see some whale shenanigans clearing all the clusters of cells here before reversing back up. But it's important that we stay above the skinny pink line. Very important. So, more upside? Yeah. We expect potentially more upside. And moreover, BNB has already formed a new all-time high. You see that? So we're expecting a resumption towards the upside to our target over here, which we acquired way back in March 2024 at 1,002 and 1,005. Solana against BTC. Here we are for Solana. Okay, Solana is a bit iffy to me. Iffy in the sense that you see mountains, right? Mountains 1, mountains 2, mountains 3. Is this a descending triangle? Could we be heading under the skinny pink line? It feels like it could turn bearish, but at the same time, we are above the skinny pink line. So, yeah, as long as we're above the skinny pink line, we have to remain with our bullish bias. Yes, we are aware that things can turn bearish until we see confirmation. We will remain with a bullish bias. Sol against USD. Here we are for Sol. Sol is also doing the same thing, right? Potential descending triangle in the making. But at the same time, if we rise higher, this is an A, B, C, D, E. You see this? A, B, C, D, E. So it depends on the direction of the price. If the price keeps coming back down and hanging around at the support, we could be breaking lower. If the price rises higher and keeps hanging at the resistance, then hey, this is bullish. So we need more confirmation first from the Solana whales. XRP, XRP is very bearish. I feel XRP is on its way out of the top 10. XRP has formed a huge head and shoulders. So yeah, could we see a strong rally? Sure, rally towards the skinny pink line, and after that potentially heading lower. I don't have a good feeling about XRP. Sure, XRP could rise higher, but as it stands, it is very weak compared to BTC. Against USD, we have two clear targets over here, 22 cents and 15 cents. We are still anticipating the lows over here to be wiped out. Right. It'll be good though to have a limit order over here, right? Just in case suddenly black swan event and then bam, it collapses. You got yourself a big fat truck of XRP, and then pam, we reverse back up. But you know, coming back towards the bigger chart pattern for XRP, this is actually an ABCDE in the making. A humongous ABCDE. A gigantic ABCD. AB coming down for a C. I suspect this is in preparation for the next cycle, right? And if and when the next cycle comes around, and if Brett Garlinghouse is still playing his cards right, we'll see a gigantic rise for XRP. Potentially, right? So for that to happen, we'll have to clear all of these classes of cells and all of these as well. Bam! Before reversing back up. That's my expectation. Yes, no? We're not too sure. We are not too sure at this point of time, right? When that drop is going to come. So yeah, that's our take for XRP. Toncoin! Ton against BTC. Here we are for Ton. How is Ton doing? Okay, Ton is still bullish. It's still, look at this, consolidating. Up. A small little consolidation. Up. Are we going to consolidate and continue higher? We're above the skinny pink line, so bias is still bullish for Toncoin. Against USD, Toncoin is also slowly inching its way up. We have a target over here. Ta-da! $13.50, which is about roughly another 100% towards the upside. Yeah, because this was an ascending that came. Value 1, value 2, value 3. Beautifully. Bam! Zipped up. 1350. Here we come, 1350. I mean, of course, no guarantees, right? You can't just, you know, we could still be consolidating here and there. Or we could be doing a slow crawl up. So, yeah, as it stands, we still have our hard target over here, which we acquired for Toncoin since March. We are already in July. Dogecoin! Doge against BTC. Here we are for Dogecoin. Oh boy. This is a bearish chart pattern. Head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Could Dogecoin still continue lower against BTC? Yeah, sure, of course. Of course. Where could we drop down to? Again, noisy area over here. Upper range is about 125 maybe. But yeah, the middle range would be around 100 sats. We're at 199 sats. This could be another 50% decimation. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. It could, but I don't think so. Because for Dogecoin against USD, we still have a target over here. Ta-da! 30 cents. And we're expecting it to rise higher. Very close to the skinny pink line. So we don't have much wiggle room to, you know, maintain the bullish trend, right? Once we touch the skinny pink line or we cross it convincingly, that's it. It's turning bearish. But we're still above it, right? And we see marginally lower lows. So this is good. This is actually a falling wedge. A falling wedge is a bullish continuation chart pattern. If the preceding trend is bullish, the subsequent trend, we're expecting it to be bullish as well. So that's our take for Dogecoin. But no guarantees because we're very close to the skinny pink line. I would prefer us to stay above and away from the skinny pink line, but we're going very close to it. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that. Watch out! ADA against BTC. What's up, Charles? Charles Hoskinson. Hosk. Are you HK? Okay. ADA against BTC. Again, very big chart pattern. We're expecting this to be a huge breakout potentially for Charles. Yeah, if and when it comes, right? If and when it comes, this could be gigantic blast off, right? First trillionaire. Charles will become a trillionaire. But anyway, my point is that we're still under the skinny pink line, and we're still gonna remain with our bearish bias for ADA against BTC. Although I can already count 5 waves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could be very close to the end. I still suspect we could clear these lows though. But again, we're not entirely sure. So yeah, we're just monitoring ADA, BTC. ADA against USD, we have a target over here, 34 cents, 34.5 cents to be precise. Feels to me like we are kind of getting a rising channel, rising wedge, and we're expecting it to be a continuation down towards 34 cents. So a little bit more downside. And maybe after that, a reversal. We might go closer to 30 cents though, before reversing. But again, we're not entirely sure. So we're going to have to take things one step at a time for Cardano. Alright, boys and girls, I guess that's it for today's top 10. Hope you guys have a great week ahead of you. See you in the next one.